here today with Kammy.
Hi.
Kammy is a fantastic agent. And why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your brokerage, that type of thing?
Yeah, so I'm Kammy, as you know. I've been a real estate agent for around 2 years, was when I first got my license. I am a mom, avid hockey lover. I definitely say my preferred clients are owner occupied. We love our investors, but I think my love for real estate stems from helping people find their forever home.
Yeah, it's definitely a different animal when you're between investors and
Yeah.
you know, owner occupied. So, what do you love about the owner occupied so much?
I just love that I get to play this huge role in helping people start the next chapter of their life, whether it's them downsizing, the kids have moved out, or they're a new family and they're growing, so they need more space. I think it's really special to me that I get to play this. It's a big role to me, but to my clients, it's kind of a background role. They'll forget about me in a few days, but as I see, after they close, they forget about you. They don't remember who their agent
It's all about
was.
the house.
Yeah. But I become really close with those people throughout the buying process. So it's really neat to get to then follow along with their journey after we've left the closing table.
Can you tell me about your first deal?
Yeah, my first deal was actually, I think every agent would say their first deal was a wild one. So mine's no different in that aspect. But it was a gentleman who his wife had recently passed away, and it was just too much house for him to maintain. Yeah, he was always
That's horrible. I mean,
it was so sad.
yes, yes.
But through it, we finally found the perfect property for him. And, he wanted a smaller home to maintain himself, but he was feeling really lonely. Kids had moved out, wife had passed away.
Yeah.
When the kids moved out, they moved far away. So
Oh,
it
well.
was just kind of him by himself for a while. And so what he was looking for was a single family home that he could turn into like a duplex. But he really wanted that duplex to be connected on the inside because he wanted his roommate and him to be able to hang out all the time. So throughout the transaction, throughout the searching process, we finally found this home, and along the way, we have gone to I like to take my clients out, especially if they're not familiar with the area. So I took them to a few restaurants. In the neighborhood that he was looking at, and he ended up meeting someone that he had gone to high school with.
Oh, wow.
So they caught up, and it was really just interesting to watch the two of them share their stories, what life has been like since after high school. What we ended up finding is that this friend's wife had also passed, and he's talking about the size of his home and how same thing. It's a lot of house to maintain by yourself. They ended up moving in together. And so that was about 2.5 years ago. And I still,
Super memorable.
yeah, I still communicate with them regularly. The two of them, it's so funny because they both bought motorcycles and now they travel cross country, going to
I
different.
love how you know the backstory.
I love it so much. Like I said, that's my favorite part of real estate is the people that I meet along the way.
Right.
It's so fun.
Are you from Toledo or did you grow up here or?
I didn't. I'm actually from Fulton County, Ohio, so that's about 40 miles west of the Toledo area. I grew up on a farm in the middle of nowhere.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I did.
Like with cows and chickens and stuff?
No cows, but we had horses, goats, chickens.
Really?
Yeah, a flock of ducks. If you don't know, ducks, they reproduce. Everybody says like rabbits, but rabbits are nothing.
Like
Ducks.
really?
We went from having 6 ducks to a gigantic flock, rivaling that of the Toledo Zoo here.
So,
Yeah, so that was a wild one. And then, of course, the dogs, the cats, all the works. So, yeah, that's what I grew up doing, right? Horses and...
are you an only child or?
No, I have a pretty large family when it comes to my siblings anyway. I have 2 that I grew up with living in the same household, and then I have 3 additional siblings who grew up in a different state.
Wow.
Yeah.
On a farm by Fulton County Fair?
No, so actually we're north of Fulton County, where the Fulton County Fairgrounds are. A small town called Fayette, Ohio, is where I
I
live.
think I've been there actually.
Not a lot going on out there. But it's fun, Toledo area.
You know what I've found? Horses are super expensive.
They're so expensive.
And they live for like ever.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, my horse, I want to say she was 32 when she passed away.
Great.
So it is a lifelong commitment.
Yeah. I was at one of my agents has a over, and we were just talking about expenses,
Yeah.
and like the saddle, and if you want to transport them, and I was thinking food, feeding the horse, for X, and then they told me how long the horses live,
Yeah.
and I almost had a heart attack. I'm like, it's like 40
Yeah.
years,
Yeah. It's like a proper lifetime.
that's like a mortgage.
Yeah. Yeah.
40-year mortgage is what that is.
Yeah, and then you're paying vet bills. Like,
Yeah.
you got
Oh my God, I didn't think about the vet.
they have to get their teeth filed down.
Really?
Yeah, they do. My horses, they got manicures more often than I did. That was a regular thing for them. They had to, you have the barrier come out, and then like
That's a business.
it is.
That's a good business.
Yes. And then of course tack. You mentioned saddles, bridles, all this stuff, different blankets for them. Then you're getting all this stuff.
Did you ever have a horse over? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about, but if it's like a sleepover with horses, yeah,
House over.
we did that often.
Someone else told me about that horse over. I was like, what?
Yeah, I mean, people, when it comes to the equestrian world, yeah, I mean, I would ride my horse to my friend's house and just throw it up in her barn, or vice versa. She'd come down. Yeah, people load them up into trailers and they'll take huge trips. Like as a group, they'll just all haul their horses to this area, and it's like a week-long thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's a community for sure.
It is.
Did you know, like, if you put hay in a barn, that it could start a fire?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
straw
It's a straw.
is what does that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets hot in there.
Isn't that?
Mulch, you have to turn mulch.
I know, but like, instant fire just like that?
Yeah, if it dries out,
You have to have a fan.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize it. I mean, I shot a house that had, horses, and that's why I learned all this stuff.
You got to move those bales around so it's not getting too warm. Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's a whole new world. Yeah, advice for other agents. I think the biggest thing that I've learned over my time in the career is that you have to prioritize yourself. This career will burn you out incredibly quickly, and you'll hit that first slump and you'll wonder, was any of it worth it? The burnout is real. Grumpy clients, aggressive clients who are constantly messaging or calling, all that stuff. You have to prioritize yourself. You have to be able to say, I'm gonna put my phone down, I'm going to put it on silent, and I'm going to take some time for myself. I would say the place that I feel most at peace and at ease is on Lake Erie.
Lake Erie.
Really?
Do you boat?
Yeah, we do a lot, all the time.
Okay.
As soon as summer, as soon as that first warm temperature hits us, we're ready to get back out on the lake.
What kind of boat is it? Like a pontoon or a speedboat? Or
so this last year we were on a pontoon boat, and years prior to that it was like a speedboat with a
I like pontoons. I get sick as a dog.
Okay.
It sucks because I love being in the water. Yeah. I think I could handle a pontoon.
I get sick when I am, like, ours had a cabin crew. If I were to go in there,
oh, you get sick?
I get sick in there. Yeah, we had one time our engine actually stalled in the middle of the lake.
Oh my gosh.
As a storm was coming in. Yeah, so now we're stranded, and now it went from sunshine and good vibes to dark. I mean, the water was like black, and we're getting pelted with rain. So Nick went down to the cabin. He's like, I'm not going to stand out here wet. I was out there in a towel in this pelting rain. I can't go in there. It makes me sick. Yeah. Thankfully, someone from Toledo Yacht Club, which is one of Toledo's oldest yacht clubs, or maybe it is the first yacht club in Toledo. One of our friends there came to our rescue. It looked like a movie. Watching the wave. Yeah. We tied up, and like I said, it was just like a movie. Like, there's these dark clouds, and here comes this big boat just tearing through these waves.
Knickers down below.
Yeah. Standing there with my little towel.
He might be watching a bit.
Yeah, probably. A lot of people don't know this, but the Great Lakes, a lot of people not from the area, I should say, don't know that the Great Lakes, they're capable of producing incredible waves.
This compares
out the ocean. Yeah.
I didn't know about comparable to the ocean, but I know it.
Yeah.
I mean, my parents got caught in a storm out there, and they were telling us like they're on a sailboat, but 6-foot waves or so, and kind of on the sides.
I mean, it'll sink. Freighters. Yeah. Never forget the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Mills. Your guy, your fella.
My fella, my sweetie.
He really influenced you, because from growing up being very, structured and have everything mapped out, now you're just
with the wind.
What do you do?
It's like I'm basically the mommy river. You never know what to expect. Full of shit.
That's awesome. Well,
Over the back.
now people know what to expect when they get you. Expect the unexpected, which is
Yes.
great. So again, this is why I love doing this, real conversations with real people, that are, just awesome. So Kammy, thanks for coming on the show and sharing a little bit more about who you are and what it's like working with you. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I know that your clients, they love you. They rave about you. So I really appreciate you coming on the show.
I work with the best people. Thank you so much for having me, David. Every time I see you, it's such a pleasure. This was fun.